Hey guys, well it looks like it's managed to hold together all summer. Uh, Rebuilding the motor worked out. The frame hasn't sustained any damage or cracks or anything. It's actually, I haven't even had to adjust anything on it when I built it. It's holding up really well. I didn't even get a crack in the welding on the frame there. It's doing pretty good. A few issues I have to iron out. One is with the grips. These are the grips that came with the other controller I tried to mod with the FETs, and it blew up. It was a complete kit with the LCD. Anyway, I'm having an issue with this one here. These ones here, they just slide on. They're not pressure fit, and there's a little aluminum ring with an Allen key on the bottom to tighten them down. Well, the problem with this one here, if I can show you, is it's moving, and it's not the aluminum ring that's moving, it's just the rubber is moving in the aluminum ring. So there's no way to fix that. One day it's just going to snap and come right loose, fall off probably. So I want to get rid of that. I want to reuse this throttle here. I was just taking a look at it with a scalpel, and I noticed that you can get in between the rubber and the plastic. So what I'll do is I'll just basically cut it down there like that, and then just peel it right off, and then I can slide whatever I want onto it. Like I got tons of stuff like that should fit, and it's actually better. This hard rubber is really hard on the hands. This stuff here is nice and soft. Another issue is with the forks. I'm still having an issue with that. It's weird because if the bike sits, the tube locks up, but if you jump up and down on it a couple of times, once it moves once, it'll keep moving. I've already tried lubing it with bearing grease. I took the forks out and split them in half. I tried sanding the tubes down, or the forks tube, with the emery cloth to try and remove a few microns of paint, see if maybe it was just too tight in the fork. And it helped a little bit, but not a lot. I have a feeling what it is down here where the spring is, there's some plastic hardware on the top and bottom, and I think this plastic piece right here is binding in the tube itself. I'm gonna when I do some work on the motor this winter, I'm gonna pull the forks apart and actually find out what's wrong with them. Winter project. We're gonna be doing a water-cooled hub motor, which is going to be cool. I've been dying to do this for years. I'm going to be adding a Star Delta relay. I'll probably mount it back there. Add the extra 3 wires coming out, as well as the 2 water lines that were really fine to get them out the other side of the axle. But this will be water cooled. That's going to be cool. I would love to house the Star relay inside the hub motor, just have 12 volts out, which I might end up doing. But we're definitely going to have it water cooled. I'm basically going to take soft copper, and I'm going to wrap it around the lip of the stator on the bottom side here. You can put your finger in there. On both sides, you should be able to get at least 4 complete turns on both sides. Well, 2 on each side, and then 2 lines out. And then there'll be a pump and a little rad that goes in the back underneath in that area there. It'll work. It's just a lot of work, and I'm going to have the motor off for like a couple of months at least. So I'm going to do it during the winter time, and we'll go from there. But it'd be nice to have a water-cooled motor. But by the time I'm done with it, it should actually cool it pretty good. Yeah. So that's the wintertime project. That'll be water cooled. I'm pulling the fans out of that. And I'm pretty sure I'll find some other things. But the other thing I wanted to do is when I do the Star Delta, you know how normally you have it on a switch, which I hate, because basically you only want the Star Delta to kick in when you're at high RPMs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another hull to my throttle, and when it's full out, well, it comes up to full out, it will activate the other hull, which will in turn activate a relay which will kick the star delta in, and then when you let off on the throttle, it turns it off. So it only works when you're at full speed. That's what you want. So this thing should go like a cut cat. It's worked good in the past. The only time it's not good is when you put it on a switch and you leave it on by mistake and you slow down and then speed up again, because it puts a hell of a load on your controller, which normally will blow the controller or worse. So we'll see how that works out. So we're looking at the Star Delta mod and the hub motor cooling. See if we can get a little bit more horsepower out of it. Other than that, I haven't been able to get more batteries yet. I'm in no hurry to do it. Like I said, the season's just about over. I'm going to concentrate on getting the supplies for the water cooling, which I've already bookmarked on Amazon. And we'll go from there. But by spring, I should have this running up to, it'll be, running voltage will be 90 volts for sure. I figured out a way to bypass the controller and the limits it has, simply by relocating that small red wire. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but yeah, it'll run pretty good. Anyway, I figured I'd give you the update. Not much is going on here, as you can see. Everything's just sort of sitting around. Haven't touched the controller, the chargers yet. This one actually does work really good. I need to actually do a video on that. I got this other board here with LEDs that I want to hook up to the other one. I got a bunch of wires here. I'm still getting them together. I'm going through all my junk to build another one. These relays will be going on the Star Delta. You can see they got really, really thick copper in there. They should be able to handle the load. Well, 3 of them will be going in the hub motor anyway. We'll have to make room in there for them. And we'll definitely be soldering the wires to it. We're not going to be using these connectors. They won't handle the amps. But nothing much is going on, guys. So when I start some work, I'll do a video later.